tushinsalane chipoe yaisule chalo chesu konshobo ungaya amalanda no kuilishanya ubina no kuulilwa vile bongo mokange mfula akulaya amatondong kanyo ya lilembwa pafin sofia bakalamba imisepela abaichene fitekwa mwema kufi yandi windenuka mutima wandi novesalapuka fimwandanshi nemibashi yakowela tetifichimfye lesa wamweo tetifichimfye lesa wamilalo imimana masarifya bambwe umufundo bonse wanyanta imitindamane mpanga umutata kuya amabwena yo mintapendwa nababomfili bumba elo bunonshi babafye bamapepala infula kwena ilaloka umutende twimba pofye pefye elo tushala pofye nechi zungumukanwa mwema kufi yandi win.
That song is by Nathan Nyeren. A great song heard in Zambia and Africa. Mwema yandi mwine.
Mandashi nemi bashi yakowela. Tetifichi mfye lesa wamweo. Tetifichi mfye lesa wamilalo. Ukupepa kwena tula pepa.
How many days are we praying and fasting in the year 2026, the year of election? Others are in the mountains praying to change something. But today, we're going to be having a great discussion. The people are in the mine. Well, the army commander issued a threat and he said they will discharge force on those illegal miners. Who do we call illegal miners? Is it the Zambians or is it somebody else? How can Zambians be illegal in their own country? Mwema yandi mwinenuka.
Mutima wandi novesalapuka fimwandanshi nemibashi yakowela tetifichi lesa wamweo.
On this great discussion today, I will be chatting with a great leader from Zambia, a great leader from our own home. Ladies and gentlemen, tune in and share the broadcast. Invite somebody. Dr. EJ is back. Here we do not hold our punches behind. We push them forward. We fight forward, not just for anything, but to see Zambia itself emancipate and get to its destiny. Therefore, share the broadcast, invite everybody, and let's all of us get together and have this wonderful discussion today. Thank you, Nathan Yerenda, for that song. This is no other than your friend, brother Dr. E.J. Nkoma here from Destiny Studios, and we are here at POD Studios, and we are broadcasting live, and we will be speaking to you on a number of issues. Zambia Decides, 13th August, we are going to vote. Those of you that are watching from different platforms, for our platform, Komboni Kumayad, we want to see those people who are in the compounds join in and run and go and vote, and their lives remain the same. But in this program, we are here to call the leaders, those who aspire to be members of parliament, those who aspire to be presidents, those who aspire. We want to hear their story. We want to see where is the nation going. Today, we will talk also on matters that really matters in terms of democracy, the state of the opposition in the country, in terms of the unity and the coalition governments or the alliances. How are they going on? Are they viable? Is it going to be possible to have these alliances get to August? Right now, allow me to bring no other than my honorable guest who is joining me right now. Guess what? Is a great woman that I've learned to know and learned to love for many years. And this is President Madam Chishala Kateka. Madam President, I invite you to speak to us. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you? And how is everyone else that's listening? Yeah.
Well, I hope the Zambians are okay, and all the Zambians in diaspora, Zambians in Komboni, Kwakanyama, Kawata, Matero. Hey, let's go to Lusaka. We are also in Kitwe. We are also in Chingola. We are also in Western Province, Kwakalabo. We are there in Sesheke, Kwachama. So I've got Madam President Kateka, as she has greeted us. People may want to know today, and they may ask me a question. Who is Chishala Kateka in a nutshell? Who do you call yourself? Who are you? Let's not take for granted that everybody knows who Chishala Kateka is, but there could be one or two people. You know, we've got children that we call the Gen Z that were born yesterday, who may not have heard of your name.
Okay, thank you so much. Natemwa sana ukwebati, you've invited me to this program. It's a great program, by the way. I watched the one that you had last week. It was awesome. And it means that you have the heart for Zambia. So thank you so much, Dr. Nkoma. So who is Chishala Kateka? I am a woman, Zambian woman, who loves this nation very much. I love it so much that the things I was doing before, I left them behind to come and do politics. But let me talk about my background. I studied economics at the University of Zambia. And after that, I studied accountancy. I became a fellow chartered accountant. So most of my life, I was working in the corporate world, where I did quite well in that corporate world. I sat on many boards. I was the chairman of the Competition Commission board. I was the chairman of Barclays Bank board, ABSA. I was CEO of Kafue Textiles. So there are a lot of things that I have done, including the National Economic Diversification Task Force, CEO. I also represented the African jurisdiction in New York on the International Ethics Standards Board for Accountants. This is a board that sets standards for all the accountants in the world. So I used to sit on that board. Now, what really changed for me is when I was working at Kafue Textiles. I saw how Zambians there were suffering, because as government, we were not managing that process well. So when I saw that, I used to look at the problems in this nation and wondered, why are we not making progress as a nation? What is the problem, So I came to the realization that leadership in this country is extremely important. And if we don't get the right type of leadership, then tapali okotulea, tuzafika patali. So I used to watch for many years. I worked in Botswana for 4 years, from 1990 to 94. When I came back, I was watching the leadership from that time to the time that I joined politics. And I was saying, Kanshi, chako sachinshi. So I realized that we have leadership that go in there, then they start to, it's almost as though it's just, I'm there because I'm a leader, but not really doing something for the Zambian people, to make a difference for the Zambian people. Until in 2018, 2019, I decided to step in the arena myself, because I was saying to myself, look, if we continue with leadership that are going there for themselves, going there to make money, Zambia is not going to progress. But let me tell you something else about myself. In 2002 to 2006, I stopped working because I was doing something called Youth with a Vision for Zambia. You see, the young people of this nation are the future adults, the future leaders, the future everything of this country. And if we do not invest in them, then our country will be in a bigger mess, even in future. So we started this YVZ, Youth with a Vision for Zambia, with a view to changing the mindsets of these young people so that they can begin to think right. We are not investing in youth. And even now, if you go to my Facebook page, you are going to find that this year I want to focus on solutions. And the first thing I'm talking about is the youth. I'm going to do a number of days just talking about the youth and how we can help the youth to become who they are. So that's where my heart is. That's who I am. I joined a New Heritage Party 2019.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Interesting to hear that background. And now you are the president of the New Heritage Party. And
that's right.
You also contested in 2021.
Yes.
We would want to hear your journey in the New Heritage from the time you went to the campaign. How was it? We are in another year of campaign. How was it? And we want to hear, what is it that you are up to in 2026? So,
okay,
over to you. Tell us.
Okay. Yeah, so we formed the New Heritage Party in 2020. Okay, we applied to register the party in 2019, but because of Mingalato, tabatu register until 2020. So in fact, we only we only managed to launch the party on 2nd December 2020. That means that we only had 8 months to do everything, to go out across the country. Oh, we drove everywhere. We went everywhere so that we could establish structures. We did our manifesto. We did everything in those 8 months and managed to field ourselves in the 2021 elections. So there were 16 political parties. We came out number 7, which we thought was not bad. And when we looked at the length of time and the number of votes that we got, we realized we were the fastest growing political party in that election. So I think that it's important for us to talk about why, we felt we needed to be part of this process. What heritage stands for. So you see, in 1964, for example, the UNIP banabwelati tulefo kuleta independence, okay, and they did that. They went to the Zambians and said, guys, ngatatupokele independence to alafwa. And Zambians said, yes, let's go with this. And they got independence. So, vanatuchosa ku colonialism, vatipeleka ku independence. Now, 1991, the MMD, we were one party state. The MMD now, vanabwela, ngati twangala one party. Twalako nkanyapo ukuchula. So now they came with a message. Let's get multi-partyism. Okay, so now vanatichosa ku one party state to multi-party state. Now, when you look at where we are as Zambia, we are very poor. The country is rich, but the Zambians are poor. Why? Because their inheritance, what God gave them, their heritage, they have not taken hold of the heritage that God has left them. So Heritage Party, according to our name, we have come to say the time has come for us as Zambians to get hold of our wealth. If we don't get hold of our wealth, we will continue to be poor. Yeah, that is our message. And that's why we are doing what we are doing, because we want to make sure that
all right,
the wealth...
Now, ladies and gentlemen, all of you who are watching, aparomba twalambo kuipusha nomba ifirechitika Zambia, and also this year mwaka wa kuvota, and wherever you are, chino chaka baba tu vota mufuna kuti ai ngati mufuna kuti Zambia ipite pasogolo o mufuna kuti tingali pamozi na pamozi ndiye kuti mukavoterini. Most of the Zambians tukondo kuti tavota apathy, tukamba kuti ayai kaidi aba bantu ma politician na kawalala vima politician ni vawenye oloti vote kuliye vika change. Lomba lelo tilina mai aba Chishala Kateka mwe mkomboni uko kwa muli. We are having Madam President Chishala Kateka atifotokozera vakuziva pandale kuchoka kale 1964 kufika pali lero mweba letu for konsoko na mumfufalilanda President Chishala Kateka our new Heritage Party. Now, Madam President, before we get to what is happening in the nation, I've got just one question. As we know that politicians are liars and politicians are thieves, are you a liar?
Absolutely not. Okay, so I'm a Christian, okay? I'm a Christian, and I fear God more than I fear you or the people or whatever. So I actually think that I actually think that Lesa, akatwa for once we get the right type of leadership, mamona, because God, ngamwayaku Bible, for example, ngamwalolesha bonse bali amastaring mu Bible, David, Joseph, Nehemiah, bonse bali, they were even Jesus was a politician, but God used his people to make a difference mu life yabantu, mamona. And that's what I believe we have to do. The problem that we have is that the good people, the people that should come to offer themselves for leadership, are not offering themselves for leadership. And God never made a vacuum so at ngati iwe sunabwele is ankala chabe without a person. No. Then someone else wamene sazi wavochita azabwela azankala mulija position. So one of my encouragements to everyone, if you are a good person, come into the political arena so that we have people of integrity. Wamene bazauza bantu vachende, you know, the right things and to do the right things. And the people that work with me, I ask them one question. What would happen if we win the election in 2026 and for 5 years we do the right thing for Zambia? So when somebody comes and said, okay, we are going to do this road, how much do you want as a bribe? We say, no, my friend, just do the road properly. What will happen to this nation? You see what I mean? That is the sort of politics we want to do, to speak the truth, to do the right things for the Zambian people. Look, when you look at me, Neo, kwamene nachoka ni kutali, kwamene nienda ni pafupi. What do I need a lot of money for? What I want to see is that Zambia is reset and put back on track and goes in the right direction. I'm tired of seeing poverty because poverty affects all of us. Even if you are the only one, family, your relatives will be coming to ask you for money. But if all of them are okay, then all of us will be fine. You get the point. We are all affected by what's going on in this country, especially the young people. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Madam President Kateka. I hope your signal will be stable at some point. It was bumpy at some point, but I hope that it's getting gonna be better. I'm sure. I hope it's not raining that side.
Are you able to hear me?
Let me quickly now go into. Yes, now I can hear you well. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
Well.
All right.
I wanted us to go into right now. There are a few things that I want to share with you, but one of the things that I want to talk about is the Chawama by-elections. As we look at the Chawama by-elections, let me quickly play a video that will guide us into what exactly transpired in Chawama.
Iliash twakumanina pano likaya wonse natulishiba pali chine twalaya mbokusala pali ba UPND alliance candidates wa Munga Munda mchinsali Munda numala mukwayi chikalambeto twaendela kwisa mukumukosha bambi muleipusha nomba ba mumba mwaisa shani mulili lyashe MMD yatwaleita at MMD twalichinja nomba di New Nation Party NNP yaikatana pamo na UPND ukuombela pamo mpaka tukawine 2026 mu August. Atwa balekele na mfelipa nono kuti balepema no kupema mpaka twawina. Kanshi luno lubilo lwayamba nomba kuno ku Chawama ero tulekonkanyapo mpaka August na twawina kuno nishimashwa na ku August tule awino chakwe shokulusa ino election. I want to be clear. The battle here in Chawama is between the UPND Alliance candidate Munda against confusion. So, the UPND Alliance candidate against confusion. Mwebena Chawama, ushecho mwalasa lapo, pabu ya ntanshi uli muri uyumunda na UPND Alliance elo na confusion ichifulunganya. Fishi mwalasa la? Munda! Nishina landi lati chifulunganya. Tuwaliwewe li aba nensu, aba mao political parties yambi. Yo twayamba nomba uka, twapanga uka alliance yamapo opposition political party yonse. Tuwaliwewe li atimu kuitema mwa itema chikabongoloka. Ati yo nebasi walitema ifya kusasosa fuma apanati na leka mkwae mkaimwena kuntashu. Se ukepo yaba? Wati yoke fila nebasi hala ndile limbiali lufienye na tupanga lomba tonse. Bapanga tonse bonse baikala pamo mpaka tonse yatoba ikamushe tonse po yaba? Na ngufyecho wenga panga maino acho chine chikatobeka uku itemwa kwali chilamo kulia kuba nensu. Elonga naba filo kuikata na pamo mu political organization wakaisa leta shani chalo chonse cha abantu 20 million pamo. Naba filo kuifwana. Tabeshi manu nga batungulula na kaliayo. Ndefa elitule ya mkuvota. Let it be a referendum. Ukulanda utabena Zambia, we are not interested muriashi. Mfia kula chusha abena Zambia. Mumone kupeta uke. Mwaibu kushokutila batonse ba ile kupeta uke. Ba ikata na pama political parties ya wengi. Ukuisa imina against UPND. Ba wina no kuina. Ulia candidate wa wine wapali NCP, National Congress Party over bomfeshe. Nombe ili bato ba wike na ula wine candidate ba votele chimafelo chikubaho na wile fe vote. Pa nomba bale iluisha elo bale iluila pa chitumbi. Nchatala mleko election oba bomfyo muntu wafwa. Uyu political faction yaranda tifoni balungu ebale tutangirira kutufuira mutangirira shani. Chawama mwewe ne mwasala pakati paba sheri abalelola teba fini. Nomba kuli ama factions yabili kuno bambi balanda tifoni balungu ebale tukampenera nabati balungu ebale tukampenera nabafiro okusumunishanya. Ushe election mulefa mubapele ya msangwe. Ulia candidate uwa winine pa NCP kulia kupeta uke nomba alikyo wafulungana teshibe nomba walebombera nani tatuwawekeshemo kunocho na kaliayo. Let us give victory to the UPND Alliance candidate Munda this coming Thursday. Because on this side there is unity. Tulebombera pamo na tuikatana ndefa ya bena Zambia choose ukuikatana pamo na unity instead ya chimfulunganya ichilikuba nensu. So this is a clear election. It's a clear election. Aba le fire confusion ukupotela confusion. Usemba wapotela confusion ishinawata wapa confused. Bantunga lifyo mutu tontonga nyabwino kuti wabeba atibane imwe ba ukana mponi ba tonse na nguli ba PF. First muikatane mkwati amano mutulange ntungulushi yenu noko mule tutwala elo twala muvotela noma no tukuvotela confusion ukuti elo chibeshaki elo mukata produce a confused candidate and MP because teshibe bawishi teshibe banyina bawishi na banyina balalwa elo mwaranda ati niwe MP akamuwombela kuno kuchawama. So we have come here to encourage you to be sober. Hello, if we let a campaign to Yangala and Fonipa no yo. Let us go in full force. Yes. Because if confusion wins, confusion in our winner next week. Ile confusion neika tutwala na 2026. Abena Zambia na tukwatama problems za ingizana. Katulefa tulepose nshita na wale leta confusion mchalo chesu. Tulefa abasobi ama problem yabo first ngabapwa elo bakese kuno kutila mwingaba votela. Pali ino nshita tuiposa nshita na kaliayo. Let us vote for Munda on the UPND ticket, UPND Alliance. Once we deliver him, then we start to look towards August 2026. On behalf of the New Nation Party, lefe mwatupokelela kuno ndefu anomba tuingile mu field. Let's do our part and let God do the rest. God bless you.
Well, that is another great Christian. You said something very important. You said, I'm a Christian. And I said, all right, let me get a very great Christian, a man of God, you know. In the Copper Belt, somebody said, in the Copper Belt, toiletina first, never smumba, then next less, because we believe in that. Now, here is the question that I want to bring. Chawama by-elections.
Yes.
A number of them, they said Chawama is a litmus test of what will happen in August. Then Dr. Neva Smumba, in this video, he states to say, nga if you are ku Chawama by election, nga tuavotela by opposition. In this case, it was an FDD, a number of opposition leaders, of course, but he spoke about Ngatua voted about opposition. And I'm not going to single out one opposition party. He's using the opposition. Needs to avoid confusion. Because the opposition, furungana. If you're never furungana. Then he said, the opposition wakaleta fetching furunganyo. Tapale kobalea. So the first one, what message do you pick from this video that we have shared and concerning the state of politics in Zambia at the moment, the state of politics going towards 2026, August 13th, because Barnabas, and as a man of God, we will believe his word. He said, if you are a chitika, so I wanted to pick that from you, from this video, and looking at how the Chawama by-elections went. Is it giving hope to the opposition? Over to you.
Okay. So the first thing that I want to talk about is that it's very important that we realize that we have to change the way we do politics, okay? The same type of politics that Barnabas is practicing is not going to help us. This issue of calling your friends names, this is not what is going to help us. So, in Pentecostal circles, we say, from your lips to God's ears. So what Barnabas has said, may it come to pass. Because he said, if we win, kuno, nishinaku, August tukawina. Okay, what if you lose, which is what has happened? It means namuko ku August baka lose atefyo. But more importantly, what I want to talk about is that calling your friends confused. If you followed that video very carefully, he was saying, if you vote for a confused person, Nishnaiwa confused. So in other words, Barnabas now is now calling the people of Chawama who voted for the opposition candidate.
Opposition.
He's calling them, yes, he's calling them confused. Mwaliba confused because mule voter for a confused side. Isn't that what he's saying? But like I'm saying, let's stop this sort of politics of calling people by names, and let us stick to the issues that is going to make a difference in the lives of Zambians. It's a very disappointing. Yes, he's a man of God. We all know him. However, we have seen the way he conducts himself. And I think if you follow me, you saw Nali Valembela Po in Kalata, you know, a few weeks ago. I responded to him because he was demeaning the Zambian people. And I said, this is not acceptable. namwishuwa nga mulefu okulya akulya enifye mwila kita abantu kwati bena te bantu. Okay? We all think wonse fe tulatontonkanya. So if you've made the decision that that's how you are going to make your livelihood, just go quietly. Not to demean the Zambian people, to demean the opposition, to demean whatever. Don't forget to cover by UPND, where once upon a time in opposition. Every single party is ekobaya. Every single party is ekobaya. You know, you need to stand firm on principle. That's the way life should be. Takwabale Lord Yuku, my Lord Yuku. No. We need to be principled so that we deliver for our nation, not for ourselves.
Okay, so let's now look at and I'm confident that you are able to hear me loud and clear. And
yes,
kindly, wherever you are, please share the page, share the platform, and those who are following from different platforms. Thank you very much, Smart Ego Zambia. Thank you very much, all the platforms, Mwebantu, and also so on and so forth. We thank you for the sharing and also for disseminating this information. Today, we are talking to Madam Chishala Kateka. Madam President Kateka, you have been very instrumental in trying to unite the opposition, in trying to bring about what we may call alliances. We saw you as one of the forerunners of UKA. Yes. And in the video that I showed, Dr. Nevas Mumanati Chiuka Chari Tobaika. Okay, it's meaning we also saw you, Madam President, sitting side by side with the late President Edgar Chagwa Lungu. May his soul rest. Rest in peace or bargain, because it can rest in the fridge, because so also you have tried so hard on that. I want you to speak to us in brief. I want you to share with us your relationship with President Edgar Chagwa Lungu in trying to build up the unity of the opposition. And you know, there are a lot of myth or misconception or misnomers. What happened? People, they say, you chased Edgar Lungu, you were insulting him, you disrespected him. That's why he left the UKA. But then there are a lot of other allegations around. In terms of your relationship with Edgar Lungu, we saw you in one video that I was looking for right now. I wanted to play you standing side by side. I think it was when the wife was held up, I think, at the cell. We have seen you in that video standing with Edgar Lungu toe to toe. But we don't know what is Heritage Party saying over the issue of the death of Edgar Chagwa Lungu. And we would want to hear from you, your relationship. What would you say about that? Okay. Then we'll look at the unity after that. Go ahead, please.
Okay. I think that a lot of people didn't know the man. You know, there's Edgar Lungu, the president, and then there's Edgar Lungu, the person as a person. He was a very good person, in my view, from what I came to know of him. We worked with him, as you have rightly said. And why did we work with him? Before the elections in 2021, I was one of those that was speaking against the PF and the rule of the PF because of what we were experiencing. After the elections, the UPND came into power. I almost stopped politics because I said, but within a very short time, I saw some very worrying things happening, and I knew that we were in trouble right from the beginning. So what was happening is, at the end of the day, the most important thing is the nation of Zambia, and anybody that can help make it better was welcome to work with us. So I saw that by Edgar Lungu went quiet for quite a long time until they started to stop him jogging, stop him this, and then they started to take the PF, and then he came back into politics. I went to see him. I'm sure you saw pictures of me going to see him, because I said, you know, one of the things that we need to do to put Zambia straight is to stop ukuluisha ma former president. Uyungafuma pofe mwaya mukumuluisha. Uyungafuma po mwaya mukumuluisha. The time has come when we need to start respecting our president. So I went to see him, and he said, you know, I really want to help bring the opposition together so that we can make, you know, something that will help Zambia to become a better place. When the presidents are removed from the presidency, they have regrets. And those regrets are, I could have done better. And President Lungu was no exception. He feels he could have done better, and so he wanted to help whosoever. And he said, look, I can help to bring people together and to carry the people along, because they still loved him. So we had a very good working relationship. Why did we break up? Some of us in Oka felt that we needed to bring in a new team of leadership, not just the same old leadership, because if we brought in the same old leadership, I hope you can hear me. If we brought in the same old leadership,
yes, I can.
might
yes, I can.
reject that. Yeah, people might reject that. Therefore, we were of the view that we needed to bring in a leadership. Number two, we needed, even if it was going to be ECL, we needed to go through a process of voting so that people can say, no, but the people around him felt, no, kuba vika pofe. So some other people felt that they wanted to become certain, in certain positions. So ngabalina ba ECL ninshi bakakwata yoma position. So baba senda baya panga tonse. And that's why we broke up as United Kwacha Alliance. Yeah, so the rest is history. I'm sure you're going to ask some more questions about unity. Then I can explain
a quick one, because time seems not to be on our side. And I hope that you are going to be loud and clear. The network, I see it's also bumping on your side at some point. But I'm hoping that this is going to be smooth quickly. On a quicker note, we have got basically 7 months to the elections.
Yeah.
Are you seeing yourselves uniting or getting together as the opposition? And the second part is, are you ready to save as Heritage Party with other organizations in order to see the unity? I know you've been trying that, but are you seeing this thing happen? And then the last part on that, and I would want you to answer everything together. The last part is, what do you think is causing you opposition leaders fail to come together with one solution to say, we're going to work this way to fix Zambia or to Zambia move forward? Because the challenge that we have seen is that it seems all of you have got brilliant ideas, intelligent people, ready to save the nation of Zambia. But unfortunately, you cannot all of you be presidents at the same time. There's only one Zambia and one president at a particular time. So are you seeing these things? Are you seeing yourselves coming together to fix these challenges before 7 months? Or let me just say, before the next 3-4 months, before Parliament dissolves? Do you see any unity, or at Finfurunganyo. What do you see?
Okay. Let me start with your last question as to what causes the inability to come together. You see, at the moment, the environment, the political environment is very ripe for a new president because most Zambians are not happy with the UPND. So, but ama opposition leaders vale monokwe bati ka chance kamoneko kwe bati kuti naba president mwaikatatefyo. So vale monokwe bati definitely uyaleya so naine kuti naba president. So there is that. But abalech tefyo, they are not looking at the bigger picture. The bigger picture is not removing UPND. That's not our goal, Mamona. Our goal, those of us with the right mindset, we are saying, Ama Zambians, Vachula, Pafula. Time has come, Yakuti, we put Zambians first, not ourselves first, because you see, Vambi bafayo kuba president because balefo kumfwefe chumfika. Vambi balefo kuba president balelanda nkoma ngakuti aba president na ine kanshi kuti na aba president. Vambi balefo kuba president because ama multinationals valisati nkoma ngati wankala president tiza ndalama. We'll make it possible for you to be president. But uzatupasa ijamaini na nachija. You see what I mean? So the motive of becoming a president is wrong. It's very wrong. It's not about the Zambian people. But some are saying, no, guys, come on. Ntawi abuela yakutila, let's put Zambians first. So let's work together. So there are some, you even know who they are, who are saying, Mpaka Fenkawe, ballot, I will be on the ballot. Why do you want to, why does it have to be you? You are not telling us the reason why it has to be you. So, is it possible for us to come together? The answer is yes. Not all the opposition will come together, but those of a like mind who are saying, let us reset this country so that we begin to build and develop this nation for the Zambians. We'll come together and we are going to choose one candidate. And we are going to compete against these ones. So that process has already started. It started with Wuka. It has moved into Woza. But right now, there are more people that have come on board. Apart from Woza, there are more people who we are working together with now to make a bigger thing. And we are saying the time has come to reset Zambia and come up with what we are calling the Fourth Republic. It's very possible. Now, this one is going to end up in, when we get, I need to explain this, when we get into government, we are going to have an inter-party government. It will be a government of a number of political parties, because there's no one party, not even UPND, that can make an effective government to have all the people that are needed in that government. You understand? Me, I could do 2 hours of this program. Did you hear? I said I can do 2 hours.
Wow. Well, let me pause you from there because I wanted to, I hope you can hear me there. I wanted to request something quickly.
Yes.
Are you able to hear me?
Yes, very clearly.
Okay.
Yes.
So, looking at the time, there's always one question that I'm asking all our guests. And this question is very serious and it's a very personal question. In your political journey, what are the 5 things which you feel or which you know that if you are put to be president of the country, you will concentrate on to fix that, or to improve on that, or to bring. But what are the 5 things? I want to hear.
Okay.
That is my last question to you, and try to abbreviate them as much as you can in answering those 5 things that you feel. These are the things that I believe if I became president, I'll be able to do. Yes.
The first one is to start the process of not to amend the constitution, but to have a new constitution for Zambia done. Because this constitution that we have, it's like dress young Ambika, you are just patching. Do you see what I mean? It's the one that was given to us by the colonialists. We need a Zambian constitution that will reduce the powers of the president, because that is what gives us a lot of problems. You can see the police, the registrar, Zambia National, the judges, they are all under one man. And we can't operate like that. So the first thing is to reduce the powers of, to amend, not to amend, to do a constitution for Zambia that reduces the powers of the president so that the country can begin to operate. The second thing is, for me, is to address the plight of the youth. It's very much upon my heart. And that's why for years I've been working with young people to make sure that they get to where they're supposed to be. I'm talking about this on my Facebook page. So if you want to know the how, just follow my Facebook page and let's have a discussion there. The third thing is to take the wealth of this nation, the wealth of this nation, to safeguard it for Zambians. Because our wealth is going to others. It's not going to the Zambians. That's why we are still poor. If you go in certain parts of Zambia, monga stinapoke na independence. You see what I mean? Number 5 is to address the lives of Zambians, the livelihoods of Zambians, because it's not sustainable. Everyone is broke. You are not here, but everybody is broke except a few people. It's not normal to have a situation like that. You asked me for 5, those are the 5. I could say more. Yeah.
Oh my God. It seems my guest is having some internet challenge there. I hope, I've heard the last one. I'm not sure if you can hear me. Are you able to hear me? I see.
I can hear you, yes.
A little bit on your side.
Okay, I can hear you.
All right. No, thank you so very much. Those are profound answers that I've got from you.
Thank you. Thank you. Were you able to hear?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, today we have just been diving into small pieces with Madam President Chishala Kateka. I want you to know that we will bring her back because there are a number of issues I want to discuss with her. Today we did not discuss about issues to do with mining, issues to do with agriculture, issues to do with climate change. How would she fix all those kind of issues? What are the things that she has got in her political manifesto? We want to hear it right here. More especially the next platform, MPs vao, ma councillor, ma vice president, then we'll be able to hear from them. So thank you very much for joining in. This is no other than your friend and brother right here, Dr. E.J. Komboni Kumayadi. Tiendi peleke bantu wako tichose monga president watoka Kumayadi seba mkomboni. Wana seba mkomboni. Nanjala kuno. It will be very important. We hear from these our leaders, and we hear also how the opposition is looking at the unity. Thank you, Madam President, for coming in today. And I hope, please share the broadcast, share it, invite people to tune in. And we will come back to everyone of you again on Friday with yet another great leader from the Republic of Zambia. And we want to make sure that kufika pachiten by 13th August, Zambians, they know who they are going to vote for. Tufuna lili ilated in 2021 na chivote vote. So chivote vote this time. No. Colleagues, let's make sure that we vote with a clear understanding. Moya Nyandale, get united. The Zambian people are asking for your unity.